Hello everyone, in this video let's discuss how to find the maximum number of vowels in a substring of given length. Given a string S and an integer k, return the maximum number of vowel letters in any substring of S with length k. Vowel letters in English are A, E, I, O, U. Example 1. The string is A, B, C, I, I, D, E, F and the k value equal to 3. The substring I contain 3 vowel letters, so output is 3. Let's go for second example. The string is A, E, I, O, U, k value equal to 2. Any substring of length 2 contains 2 vowels, so output is 2. Let's go for third example. The string is Leetcode, k value equal to 3. So here LEE substring has 2 vowels, ODE substring has 2 letters, 2 vowels, EET substring has 2 vowels. That's all. So, but the maximum number of vowels is 2, so the output is 2. Now let's discuss the logic in detail. So here I have taken a string called Leetcode. Okay. So here first what I have to do is I have to take the given string that has to be converted into a character array first. So I will give public int max vowel. The input is string and the number of characters to be taken has been given here. Now what I have to do? I have to convert the given string into character array. So string I will give s dot to char array. Done. Now what I have to do is I have to take a variable called count. I'll initialize the value as 0. I'll take a for loop. I'll iterate up to k times. Int I is equal to 0, I less than k, I plus plus. So here what I am going to do is I am going to iterate the loop up to k times and I am going to check whether the characters are vowels or not. For that I have taken if condition. If I am going to use the method is vowel. So string of I, the characters are vowel or not. If it is a vowel, what I have to do? I have to increment my count value. Count equal to count plus plus. I have taken a method called is vowel. So for that I will define the method. So public boolean is vowel. I will be passing the character value. So char c. So here what I am going to do? I am going to give the condition if c equal to a or c equal to e or c equal to I, C equal to O or C equal to U. If it satisfies any one condition, then I have to return true, else I have to return false. Okay, so this is the method to check whether the given character is a vowel or not. So here first I'll start the iteration. I'll take a variable called count. I'll initialize the value as 0 and I'm going to take one more variable called max and I'll initialize the value as 0. Why am I taking a variable called max in the sense? To find the maximum value, maximum number of vowels. Okay. Now I'll start this for loop I equal to 0. So check whether the character present in the index value 0 is a vowel. No, it is not a vowel. So I'll go for the next index value. The character which is present index value 1 is a vowel, so increment the count value. Okay, go for next I value. I value is 2, 2 less than k value is 3. Let's consider the value of k is equal to 3. K value is 3. So 2 less than 3, condition is 2. The character which is present on the index value 2 is a vowel, so I'll increment my count value. Count value becomes 2 now. Now when I go for the next I value becomes 3. 3 less than 3, condition becomes false. I'll come out of the for loop. After coming out of the for loop, what I have to do is I have to take the variable max. I have to take the variable max, initialize a count value. As of now, the maximum number of vowels with the substring of length k is 2. So, max value will be 2 now. Now, again take a for loop, start the iteration. For int I equal to k, I less than the length of the string is here dot length I plus plus. So here I am going to compare the first three characters, the last previous three characters. So how am I going to compare is, take the condition if is vowel. I'm going to call a method called is vowel. Okay. While passing the argument, what I'm going to do is string of I minus k. I'm going to check the three character to the previous of this particular index value. Now I value equal to k. So k value is 3. So I'm going to start the iteration from this one. Which character I'm checking is I minus k. I value is 3, k value is 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. I'm going to compare it with this character. I'm going to compare with this character and this character I'm going to check. So here, if the previous third character is a vowel, if it is a vowel, I have to decrement the count value. I have to decrement the count value. Afterwards, I have to check the current character. If is vowel string of I. If the current character is a vowel, I have to increment the count value. I have to increment the value. After this, I have to update max value, right? So max is equal to math.max, max value comma count value. Okay. So now string of I minus k is this character that is not a vowel. So I will not decrement the count value, and the character which is present on the index value I is also not a vowel. So I will not increment my count value. So now I have to find the updated max value. So max is also 2, count is also 2. So that 2 is the maximum value. Now I will go for the next I value. So when I go for the next I value becomes 4. So I have to go inside previous third character I minus k. I value is 4, k value is 3. 4 minus 3, 1. The character which is present on the index value 1 is a vowel or not, I have to check. Yes, it is a vowel. If it is a vowel, decrement my count value. Okay, I have decremented my count value. Now check the character which is present on the index value. I is a vowel. No, it is not a vowel. No, it is not a vowel. So now check the updated max value. So max value is 2. Count value is 1. Out of these two, which is the maximum value, 2 is the maximum value. That has to be updated to the variable max. Fine. Now go for the next iteration. I value becomes 5. When I value is 5, what I have to do? I have to check the character which is present index value I minus k. I value 5, k value 3. 5 minus 3, 2. The character which is present index value 2 is a vowel. So what I have to do? I have to decrement this by 1. I have to decrement this by 1. The character which is present in the index value I is a vowel. So increment the count value. Now find the updated max value. So 1 and 2. The maximum value is 2. So max value will be updated as 2. Which means in these three characters I have only one vowel. But in the previous three characters I have 2 vowels. That is why we are comparing with the previous 3 characters. Now I will go for my next I value. I value becomes 6. So what I have to do? Previous third character I have to check. So I minus k. I value is 6, k value 3. 6 minus 3 is 3. The character which is present on the index value 3 is not a vowel. So I will not do anything. So character which is present on the index value I is also not a vowel. So I will not do anything. I will go for the next I value. I value becomes 7. So minus 3. I minus 3 is 7 minus 3, 4. The character which is present on the index value 4 is not a vowel. So I will not do anything. But the character which is present on the index value I is a vowel. So I will increment my count value. Now what I have to check the updated max value. So count value is 2. Max value is also 2. So this is the maximum value. 2 is the maximum value. That should be updated to the variable max. Now I don't have any character to iterate further. Finally, I will be returning the max value from the method. That's all. This is the logic of the program. Now let's try the implementation of the program. Okay. First, what I have to do? I have to convert the given string into character array. So string is equal to s dot to char array. Now what I have to do? I have to take a variable called count. Initialize the value is 0. Take a variable, iterate up to k times. What I have to do? If it is a vowel, string of 5. If it is a vowel, what I have to do? I have to increment my count value. Let's define the method called isVowel. Public boolean isVowel. So I'll be having a cap. So if C equal to A, or C equal to E, or C equal to I, or C equal to O, or C equal to U. If it is a vowel, return true, else return false. Done. Now what I have to do? I have to update my max value as count. Now I have to start the iteration again from the index value k. I less than string dot length I plus plus. Now what I have to do? If the character which is present on the index value of I minus k, if that is a vowel, I have to decrement my count value. If the character which is present on index value I is a vowel, increment the value. That's all. This is the logic. After this, what I have to update the max value. So max is equal to map.max comma count. Done. Finally, I have written the variable max. That's all. Let's run the code now. Is it passed test cases? Let's submit the code. Is it passes the test cases? That's all.